That's a spaceship! Greyhound 6, this is Trap 1. Red alert! We have unidentified forces inbound. Greyhound 6, this is Trap 1. Do you copy?
Brigadier.
Greyhound 6, this is Trap 1.
They're jamming our transmissions, Brigadier. It's over.
Attention, citizens of Earth! This is Commander Stig of the 9th Sontaran Battle Fleet. Do not attempt to resist. Your planet is now under Sontaran control.
Lennon, what's wrong?
Robbie, can you hear me? Something's happening. The cat is changing into...
Lennon?
It's killed the professor. Robbie, can you hear me?
We're here. What's happening in there?
Oh no.
They're locked.
We're too late. That thing's sealed itself inside.
What thing? What is it?
Robbie, the doors are shut. We're locked in. I think that thing did it. It's changing. It's changing shape. It's turning into the professor. What's going on?
You will be silent. I am a member of the Rutan host, and you are all my prisoners.
And coming up to 12 o'clock, an update from the Lambert Institute in central London. British scientists are today demonstrating a new technology that promises to revolutionize the way mankind will travel amongst the stars. Our reporter Andrew Smith is there now, and he should be able to join us. Andrew? Our apologies for that. We seem to be having technical problems. In the meantime, here's Bill with the weather forecast. Bill.
Trap 2, this is Trap 1. Do you read? Trap 2, this is Trap 1.
Give it up, Brigadier. They've got us.
Get yourself into shelter, Minister. I'm going to round up my men and have them mount a defense.
You will not. They'll be what do it.
My people are the best in the world when it comes to extraterrestrial threats. We know how to handle Sontarans.
I'm not having you lead a suicide charge on my watch, Brigadier. Give me that hanky.
What?
Give it here.
Why?
I'm making it into a white flag this way.
Mr. Holmes, I will not have my personal property used to surrender our planet to the enemy.
Brigadier, I'm relieving you of your command.
I'm sorry, Minister, you don't have that authority. UNIT operates under UN protocol.
And may I remind you, Brigadier, that you're standing on Her Majesty's soil. Right now, I'm exercising my right to take emergency control of UNIT, and my first task will be to relieve you of your duties. Article 3 of the UNIT Charter, if I may remind you.
Very well, Minister. What are your orders?
Desist!
Somebody let us out!
Everyone will remain calm or suffer the same fate. Scientists will return to your workstations. It is imperative that the wormhole be kept open.
It's sealed them all inside. What's the matter?
The door handle. It's ice cold.
So it is. It must have lowered the room temperature astronomically fast. A built-in ability, I suspect, to make the conditions more similar to that of its homeworld.
What has? What's in there?
A member of the Rutan host, a race of shapeshifters.
Aliens?
I'm afraid so.
And that thing that killed the professor's cat?
Not out of malice, although that hardly excuses it. A Rutan has to study the original before it can mimic it. Unfortunately, it's a lot easier to do that once the original is dead.
So when I saw the cat earlier, it was already...
The Rutan, yes, undoubtedly. Oh, I wonder what interest it has in this project. Ah, Brigadier!
Doctor!
Brigadier, we need help.
Don't we all? That nutter Holmes has just ordered our surrender.
What?
I'm trying to round up as many of my men as I can find on the QT and mount up a defense.
Brigadier!
Our transmissions are being jammed. We'll have to organize this the old-fashioned way.
Brigadier, it's locked them all in.
What has?
Who's jamming our transmissions?
Whoever's just landed a spacecraft outside, I would imagine.
A spacecraft?
More Rutans.
So it would seem.
Rutans? These creatures call themselves Sontarans.
Sontarans? Here as well?
What are you talking about?
That nutter may be right, I'm afraid.
What?
Your troops will be no match for a squad of Sontaran warriors.
Unit has handled them before, Doctor. I'm quite certain there'll be no problem again this time.
You've only met up with the low-level invaders assigned to conquer a technologically inferior society. These Sontarans will be battle-hardened veterans. They won't be caught off guard again.
Neither will we.
Brigadier, I admire your tenacity, but surrender may be the only way to avoid a bloodbath. If the Sontarans are here as well as the Rutans, then this situation is far worse than I feared. I must get to the TARDIS. There's something I need to find out.
Very well, Doctor. But I'll only go along with this until I see a window of opportunity. Earth will not surrender to a bunch of potato heads, not while I'm still here.
Just don't do anything reckless, Charles. Are you coming, Robbie?
We can't just leave them in there.
Miss Peterson, I promise you that as soon as I can, I'll get those people out of there. But we can't just go in guns blazing, as Charles would say. We may end up doing more harm than good.
Then what do you suggest?
We need to find a way inside the room without going through these doors and drawing attention to ourselves. In the meantime, we could do with finding out where that wormhole leads to. Either way, I need to get back to the TARDIS.
Hold on. What's a TARDIS?
Area secured, sir. Very good, Lieutenant. You have done well with the discipline of your subordinates, Holmes.
I've made sure the area around London is cleared of any military forces. There shouldn't be any resistance.
And these soldiers here, they have been ordered to stand down?
They have. I would like to take this opportunity to surrender on behalf of this planet. Brigadier, your weapon.
Your surrender is accepted, though it would have been far more honorable for you to die in battle defending your world. Now, Holmes, the wormhole is operational.
It is.
Lead us there, without delay.
Certainly, if you'll follow me.
Nice of you to roll out the red carpet for these gentlemen, Minister. If I didn't know better, I'd swear you were expecting them.
Just keep your mouth shut. The sooner these people get what they want, the sooner we can all go home.
But there's not going to be room for both of... Oh.
Now, let's see what we have here.
Oh. But it's...
Bigger on the inside, I know.
But that's...
Impossible, yes. Now, if I can just get a fix on it... Aha! There we are. Now, where do you lead,
Are you from the future?
The future is a relative concept, Robbie. Now, let's see, all the way back to the far corner of the Mutter's spiral. Of course. I imagine that's not a coincidence.
What isn't?
This wormhole your people are creating leads directly to the center of the Rutan space, far away from the front line.
The front line of what?
The war between the Sontarans and the Rutans. Their front line runs all the way across this galaxy like an ugly scar.
And the Sontarans, they're the ones that just landed outside.
Yes, and this is presumably why. This wormhole. One of these races must have given Dixon the technology in the first place. The only question is who?
Why would they go to the trouble? If the Sontarans and the Rutans both have this sort of technology, why not just cut out the middleman?
A wormhole opened by either side would be detected immediately, but Earth, being so primitive, isn't watched, so there would be the element of surprise. At least that's the theory. Didn't seem to have worked out so well in practice.
Here we are. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here, but they shouldn't be too much trouble. Leave the talking to me. We'll just say you're a school party or something. Hold on. These doors are locked. Why are they? Ah! What the?
There is a problem, Holmes?
It's frozen shut. Why is it? Who's done this? Is this you, Crichton? What are you playing at, man?
This is not a setback. These doors are merely weak metal, and we'll be able to open them in moments.
Stay where you are. Do not come any closer.
That sounds like the Professor.
Sontaran forces will withdraw. Immediately.
What is the meaning of this? I hope you are prepared for death, Rutan. Show yourself! Only a coward hides from battle.
Can you hear that?
Yes, it sounds like the Professor's PA system. I'm patching it through the console.
The Sontaran battle fleet will depart this planet and withdraw from this sector of space.
Is that the Professor's voice?
Yes, but it's not her doing the talking. I'm afraid that's the Rutan.
But does that mean she's...
Dead? Yes, it would appear so.
A Rutan?
Well, I bet that's riled up your plans.
Silence! This development is premature but not unexpected. Lieutenant Strike,
Yes, Commander.
have the fleet perform a scan of the local system for enemy activity. We must discover the scale of their presence. Holmes,
Oh, don't drag me into your mess.
I would address this Rutan personally.
It's using the PA system. Just talk into this. It'll hear you all right.
Very well. Rutan, this voice will be the last you...
All right, that. Hold down the green button, you daft sod.
Sir, scanners report no other Rutan activity within 25 light years.
As I thought. This one must have been simply shadowing our fleet. It is a lone scout, cut off and afraid. Rutan!
It still can't hear you if you don't press the button. Don't worry, I'll do it. Well, go on then, talk.
Rutan, we know you are alone. One lone Rutan cannot presume to make demands on an entire Sontaran battle fleet. In a moment, we will have cut through these doors and you will be destroyed.
Any attempts to break into this room will result in the instantaneous deaths of all my human prisoners.
Do you think I care about a handful of primitive aliens?
Your wormhole is being kept stable only by the work of these scientists. If they were to die, it will consume itself within a matter of minutes before your forces could seize control.
We've got to do something. That thing might kill them all.
Your wormhole, it said. Interesting. I must admit I'm surprised. It's not like Sontarans to be this devious. They're getting better.
Can we save the admiration for later? Those people are in danger.
Yes, of course. So we're dealing with one Rutan. It's alone, cut off from the rest of its race. It can't simply escape through the wormhole. The Sontaran fleet would be right behind it. But it seems to think that if it can get the Sontarans to withdraw long enough for it to have time to warn its superiors, the Sontarans will have lost the element of surprise.
Doctor?
But it'll never work. The Sontarans won't allow a plan this ambitious to be foiled by one solitary Rutan scout. All that Rutan is going to achieve is get a lot of people killed in the crossfire.
Doctor!
Yes, Robbie, I'm listening.
My boyfriend's down there. Well, my ex-boyfriend, I guess. He was watching the demonstration when that thing changed.
He'll be all right, I promise.
It's all my fault. He only got that job because I pulled some strings. If it wasn't for me, he'd be somewhere else right now. He'd be safe.
Robbie, you're not to blame for the situation upstairs. The Sontarans and the Rutans have been fighting each other for so long now, they probably don't even remember why. And you didn't ask for this war to be brought to your planet. Blame them, not yourself. We can rescue those people in there, but we can't do it alone.
What are you doing, Holmes?
Just trying to get the security camera up. We need to get a look at what's happening in there with our Rutan. Got it. What the?
It doesn't look like it's working.
The camera's working, but I can't see much. Wait. There's someone. What's that then?
Looks like some sort of fog, Minister.
Let me see. The Rutan has altered the atmosphere. This world is too hot and dry for its liking.
That's why I almost got my hand frozen to the door then. I haven't knocked on a door that cold since I last saw my ex-wife.
Can those people breathe in there?
Yes, the Rutan needs them alive. For the moment.
We have to get those people away from that thing, Holmes.
Do you think I don't know that?
We cannot let it escape to warn its kind of our plans.
You can't just go in there guns blazing. If those scientists get killed, you can kiss your wormhole goodbye.
You underestimate my warriors, Crichton. They are swift and accurate. The Rutan will not have time to carry out its threats.
Are you willing to stake your entire plan on that? My men and I will handle it.
I hate to admit it, but my colleague is right.
Very well. There is merit in your proposal. The Rutan will believe your motivation to save your fellow humans to be genuine. At the very least, this will afford time for my forces to move into a more strategic position. You may proceed.
Thank you.
I hope you know what you're doing, Brigadier.
Hello? Am I addressing the Rutan host?
A human. My enemies have sent a human to do the talking for them.
Has anyone been harmed?
2 humans have already met their end. The rest remain for the moment.
We're not interested in your feud with the Sontarans.
Then you should not have been working with them to build a transit route into our territory.
We didn't know. We just want you and them to go away and leave us in peace. But I can't let you hurt these people. Here's what I propose. Safe passage from here if and only if you release every one of your prisoners unharmed.
Safe passage? And leave the wormhole active for our enemies? Never.
Let the Rutan live? Impossible.
There are currently 53 humans in this room. There are now 52 humans in this room. The number will continue to fall whilst Sontaran forces remain on this planet.
You don't seem to have convinced it, Crichton.
If the scientists are killed and the wormhole collapses, Holmes, we will destroy every human on this planet.
You don't have to come with me, Miss Peterson. You will be perfectly safe in the TARDIS.
I want to help, Doctor. I owe Ben that much. Besides, being inside that thing gives me the creeps.
Oh, there, girl. She doesn't mean it.
I don't know how you stand it. My ears kept popping.
Now we need to find the nearest Sontaran patrol. This way? This chap should do.
Halt!
Hello there.
All remaining humans are to be taken to the control room.
Of course they are. But do you think it would be possible to talk to your commander first? I've heard he's having a little problem and I think I could help.
Silence!
Of course, follow orders to the letter, no deviation, not even when it could solve your little Rutan problem.
What do you know of our enemy?
Take me to your commanding officer and I'll be happy to tell you.
Inhuman monster! You have to let me bring my men!
And get those scientists killed? No a chance. The Rutan is doing a good enough job himself. How many is that now?
If your forces would consider a strategic withdrawal.
We will maintain our position as long as the enemy remains in control of this facility.
Then we're at a stalemate.
You know, after this is over, I'm opening up a shoe shop. You know where you are with shoes.
Sir, this alien requested to see you.
Hello, Commander.
You have the honor of addressing Commander Sturg of the 9th Sontaran Battlefleet. Before your death, why have you requested to see me?
We both have the same objective. We want the Rutan to release its hostages. I have a means to effect that.
You know of the Rutans? Speak.
Here you are. All safe and sound. Are they treating you well, Lieutenant?
Can't complain, sir.
What is the meaning of this?
The human officer will proceed.
Grab your rifles, men. We have a job to do. Fall in and follow me.
Sir, I was ordered to disarm these prisoners and keep guard over them.
Your orders have changed, Private. Commander Sturg has need of their assistance.
Lieutenant Stike, I will have my sidearm back.
You may, human. I envy you. To be given the chance to die gloriously in battle against the infernal Rutan host. When I step over your corpse to deliver the killing blow, I shall smile at your attempt at bravery.
That was almost a compliment. Come on, people, move out!
Bringing them here can't be a good idea.
I'm afraid the commander rather insisted, Miss Peterson.
So you are a Time Lord. Only they have perfected the art of dimensional transcendence.
Yes, it is bigger on the inside than on the outside.
Our scientists will learn much from your machine, Doctor.
You're not admitting that Sontaran time technology is lacking in some way, are you, Commander?
Certainly not. This infernal war with the Rutans has merely distracted us from other mundane research.
Doctor, this machine can really get us inside that room.
The TARDIS can go anywhere in time and space, Robbie. Flying into that room will be a bit tricky, however, so close to the wormhole, but she should be able to do it.
Then the Time Lord will magnetize the hull of his craft.
With the TARDIS magnetized, all the Rutan's electrical energy will be drawn towards the ship instead of its intended targets. The Rutan will be powerless, and Crichton should be able to storm the room and rescue those poor people. Right, they've had enough time to get into position. Here we go.
What is this? Treachery!
Is it working?
We're drawing in all its electrical discharge. If it weren't for all the mist outside, we'd be able to see it on the scanner.
Oh, what was that? It shattered the glass! Is it gone insane?
Charges set, Brigadier.
Very good, Lieutenant. Get back, everybody! Everybody out! Get these people out of here!
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Something went through the wormhole. The Rutan must be trying to make its escape.
Cowardly swine!
Ah, there you are. Did it work, Doctor?
Brigadier, can't stop to talk. Got to get to those controls and stabilize that wormhole.
All non-essential personnel are to leave the facility immediately and report to staging. There you'll be processed, examined, and treated for injuries and released.
Ben? Ben!
Robbie, is that you?
Ben? Are you okay? I've got you.
Robbie, he was killing people.
Come on, let's get you out of here. It's freezing in here.
Everyone this way. If everyone could just come this way, we have some hot drinks outside.
At least the wormhole's still open.
I think I have it stabilized.
Excellent.
Look at all this glass. It looks like Edinburgh on a Saturday night. At least the written's taken care of. The thing leads straight into outer space. No way it could survive that, surely.
Unfortunately, the Rutans are not suicidal in nature. Their kind can survive the cold vacuum of space for several days. However, it should not consider itself safe. We will follow it shortly and destroy it before it can be found and report to its superiors. I will inform the fleet to move into position. Private, attend to the Time Lord's vessel. The Gallifreyan and his TARDIS have been commandeered by the Sontaran Empire. I will send a message to my flagship.
Of course, it would be a flick of a switch to shut down this wormhole, Mr. Holmes. We could save the lives of countless Rutans.
What? Listen, if these little psychos don't get what they want, they're going to blow this planet out of the sky.
And you can live with that? The deaths of all these creatures?
You would rather it was us then. So what if a load of alien jellyfish get killed?
To be fair, Doctor, one of those creatures did just murder over 20 people. I know it sounds terrible, but I think letting the Sontarans get what they want is probably the lesser of two evils.
Thank you, Brigadier. For once we can agree on something.
We have our own problems to deal with without getting involved in an interplanetary war. Minister Holmes, you are under arrest for sedition and treason.
Oi! Who do you think you are? You listen here, Brigadier. I did what was necessary to save me country. The Queen will knight me.
More likely you'll be put in the Tower of London.
We'll see who's arrested when the United Nations finds out how you almost blew this entire deal apart. We're lucky the Sontarans don't invade anyway and kill us all for what you did. No. That's a shame.
What's the matter?
One of me advisors. The Rutan must have killed him. I mean, he was a daft lad, but I didn't deserve that.
Wait, is that Ben? Robbie's friend?
die.
But I thought Robbie found... Oh dear.
What's the matter, Doctor?
Brigadier, we have to find them. At once.
Here, have a sip of this. It's warm. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, Robbie. Absolutely fine.
Step away from it, Robbie. It's not him.
Get these scientists into position. The fleet will be attacking shortly.
You don't have to do this. You could escape, find another way off this planet.
You're not suggesting we help this fiend, are you, Doctor?
You will now open the wormhole using the coordinates you have been given.
The amount of power needed may blow this entire facility apart.
Death to the enemy!
You'd rip apart the universe. Both you and the Rutans, everybody gone.